Okay, we're playing Tushar,
Time to play the blindfold business.
but this is a blindfold game. So none of us are able to see the moves.
We're right? Okay, the time started, so I think we are fine. No clue what's going on. Let's put our faith in the London life. This is too troll. What will happen? No clue. Will we remember where the pieces are? Probably not.
Okay, so he made his first move. He just played D4. He's a Joe Bava London player, so let's play. Let's just play D5. Let's just play D5. We have to keep it simple. It's a 15 minutes game.
The question is, oh, we won't see the notation. I thought we'll see the notation. There is no notation for us. It's gonna be a slaughter. Let's put our faith in the Jubava London life. In 5 moves, we will become 200 elo.
This is crazy because I'm also not able to read the move notation. So this is gonna be a crazy game. He plays knight c3. I'm following it. It's a Joe Bava. Knight f6. Now,
In 5 moves, we will become 200 elo from 2000 elo. Anyways, focus. We need the ultimate focus. So we pushed the pawn, hopped the pony. He went pony here.
what I'm doing is about to be the main lines of the Joe Bava. And we played a Joe Bava game already, which I won. So I'm chill. He puts the bishop on f4. And the main moves against the Joe Bava is c5. You have to play c5 here. c5 to immediately attack his position. And then after e3, we have to be careful about this knight going to b5 to target c7. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take on d4 first. Now, once he takes back on d4, that's when I'm going to play a6. Because a6 basically prevents his knight from going to b5.
Bro takes the pawn. We got to take back. He went A to prevent any pony hopping. But it's kind of crazy. I can look at the board clearly by closing the eyes. But if it's open, I can't see anything. It's trippy. So let's close it.
So I'm still following the position. The main move in this position is knight to f3. But once he plays knight f3, I'm going to play knight c6, and then the main move is knight e5, and then once he plays knight e5, I'm going to play bishop d7. All right, let's see. So knight f3, he did play knight f3. Now I'm going to play knight c6, just the regular stuff, and then knight e5 is the theoretical move. And then he did play knight e5. And once they play knight e5 here, we definitely don't want to take the knight. To take is a mistake and all of that stuff. Keep in mind, he's moving his knight a lot of times. Knight to f3, knight to e5. If he take... Okay, here's what I'm about to play. I'm about to play bishop to d7.
In 5 more moves, we will forget what is happening. He goes juicer here to maintain protection.
Another theoretically correct move. If he takes on c6, my bishop takes back. My bishop supports the e4 square. It's actually a very good bishop. If he takes my bishop, however, then my queen just takes. Now, the main move is bishop to e2, I think. Yeah, I think he has to play bishop to e2 here. Let's see. If bishop e2, I'm gonna play e6. This is gonna be madness. Now, I'm not sure how I'm gonna be editing this game.
So what are we supposed to do? Because he knew the London theory because he knows us, which is not nice. Stalking us out is never a good idea. So what to do? We have no development on this juicer, right? So he would like to go out. I can keep it a bit vanilla, just develop and castle. We are kind of chickening out because we have no idea what's happening. But he can take, right? But we have protection, right? Bro, we have no idea what is right and wrong anymore. The position is so... He might go queen here and attack. Oh, I have no idea what's going on.
I'm gonna hopefully I'm able to edit it in such a way where you guys are able to see the actual moves and then the other board is on the side. But he plays bishop to e2. Now he plays the main move. You see, he studied, bro. He studied. Now, after bishop e2, we're still not going to take his knight. He wants to castle his king next. I need to castle my king. My bishop is still on f8. So I'm actually going to play the move pawn to e6. Pawn to e6. I want to play moves like bishop to d6 to apply more pressure to his knight. I want to play moves like maybe queen c7 or queen b6. So he castles his king. His king is now out the center of the board. And after he castles his king, we're now going to play bishop to d6.
Okay, he went here. I didn't even see it. We're not only blind, we're not. We also can't hear because we don't have the earphones on. So no ear, no eyes. We're going next level. Blindfold, and what is the blind plus deaf fold? Something something.
I'm applying pressure to his knight twice. I have a knight on c6, attacking his knight on e5, and I have a bishop on d6 attacking his knight on e5. My bishop is on d7, so if he takes, my queen takes. Oh no, but he has a bishop on f4.
He's attacking it. We got the protection. Oh, dude, we got some crazy, crazy tactics. My brain is going full cuckoo mode.
He has a bishop on f4. So his knight on e5 is actually... I just blundered. I'm so bad. I blundered. Because my bishop is unprotected. I forgot. I think he's able to play knight. Yes, knight takes f7.
That is to sacrifice the pony here. King takes, we win it barak. I think we are cooking. We are cooking. Let's go crazy.
Oh my god, this is embarrassing. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Knight takes f7. My queen is under attack. I have to play king takes, and then he's gonna take my bishop. I should have played bishop to e7, but that's fine. Let's play king takes f7. Let's play king takes f7. He's gonna take on d6, and I'm gonna be down. Okay, I'm just down by a pawn. I'm down by a pawn. That's fine. So he has a bishop on d6. I have a knight on c6. My king is on f7. My queen is on d8. So what if I play queen to b6? Queen to b6 attacks his pawn on b2, and it applies some pressure to his d4 pawn. Yeah, let's go for that. I can't believe I made that mistake so early though, man. That's embarrassing, yo. So queen to b6. Now keep in mind, his bishop is on the same line over on my queen there, which means if I move my knight out the way, his bishop is going to be under attack.
Queen b6 makes some sense. Double attacking this pawn and single attacking this pawn. We don't have a pony anymore, right? I was about to take here, but there is no pony. I can go juicer here. Not only save my juicer, save my pawn, but he does win this pawn. We have a pawn problem.
My king is on f7, which is exposed. Wait, what? Oh, he plays bishop back to c5. Okay, that's a free pawn on b2, right? Has to be a free pawn on b2. What am I missing? The bishop on c5 guards. Okay, where is the knight? He has a knight on c3. What did he do with that knight? He has a knight on c3. So if I take on b2 now, his knight on c3 is under attack.
I think queen takes pawn is there, but I wasn't sure. I was not sure. Nobody's sure. It's a very risky pawn to take because then maybe I can hop and is the queen stuck? Oh, the queen is trapped. That is crazy unless I'm tripping. Probably I am tripping.
Wait, oh, but then he has knight a4. So if I takes, hit the knight, knight a4, my queen is trapped. Because if queen b5, the bishop takes. That was also bad. Okay, 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 okay. Well, that doesn't work. That does not work. I almost got my queen trapped. So let's just go back to c7. Let's just go back to c7. Yeah, let's just go back to c7. No, his bishop is on c5. So let's try to see what's happening. There's a pawn on d4, bishop on c5, pawn on b2, pawn on a2, knight on c3, pawn on c2, bishop on e2, king on e1, rook on h1, queen on d1. Okay. And my pieces, my king is on f7, rook on f8, knight on f6. So I need to play rook to e8, king to g8, and then my king is gonna be safe. My bishop is on b7. My queen is on c7. My rook is on a8. Good. Okay, good. Ah, Tusha tricked me. When I told him that, I was like, bro, let's play a blindfold game. He told me that he's not good at blindfold chess. How did he find that tactics? I'm assuming that meant castled. I'm assuming this meant castled. He just castled the king. Yeah, he just castled the king. Now I'm gonna play rook to e8. E8 is not necessarily a good score for the rook though, but I'm just trying to get my king on g8. Yeah, let's go rook to e8. So rook to e8, king to g8, and then my king is safe. My bishop on d7 is a bad bishop, so I need to get rid of that bishop.
Rook h to e8 to save a pawn that was already protected. More like looking to castle. I would like to throw in the check, but he will. Oh, that's a good check. That does absolutely nothing. But there's a rookie here, so he kind of got to commit into some kind of push, and we can claim we have made damage in the pawn structure.
Wait, what? Oh, he plays bishop to h5, bishop to h5 check. So I have a knight on f6, which is targeting that bishop, but I don't want to take because if I take the bishop, his queen swoops in with check. And that's a lot of drama. That's too much drama. But then if I play g6, that's a lot of weaknesses around my king. Okay, knight takes, queen takes. Knight takes, queen takes. Knight takes, queen takes, king g8, and I'm safe. Still down a pawn though. His pieces are on the queen side. The bishop is on c5. The bishop is on c5. And the knight is on c3. So if I takes, queen takes, king g8, I'm gonna have my two pawns here, my rook here, my king here, and then how is he gonna? He's gonna start getting his rooks over there though. That's the thing. If g6, he's just gonna pull back the bishop.
There's a rookie here, so he kind of got to commit into some kind of push, and we can claim we have made damage in the pawn structure. Also, we are the first one to check him out, so that's extra points for me, right? We won one pawn. We were the first one to give him check, so technically we already won the game, irrespective of the result.
Okay, I'm kind of scared of that. Let's just play g6. I'm kind of scared of that, to be honest. Maybe it works, but I'm kind of scared of that. The thing is, though, now I do not have a dark squared bishop, and I have dark square weaknesses around my king. So he pulls the bishop back to. Tushar is playing fast. He pulls the bishop back to d3. Now I need to just put my king on f8. Let's just play king to g8 or even g7. Why not just king g7? Because I played g6. King g7, guard the knight. He has a pawn on d4. So his. Yeah, let's go king g7. His dark squared bishop is not coming in anytime soon. Okay. Okay, so my king is on g7, my knight is on f6, my rook is on e8, my bishop is on d7, my queen is on c7, my rook is on a8. That's the position. He has a bishop on c5, he has a bishop on f3, he has a knight on c3, his queen is on d1, his king is castle, and he has a rook on a1. All right. Not losing this too shit. You're ahead by a pawn, but I'm not losing this, bro. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, so the f file is open, but his bishop is on c5, so I cannot put a rook there just yet. So maybe if I'm able to play b6.
The good thing is we're pawn up, we're time up, and we were already happiness up, so that's 3 points for us. King here, safety first is the way. If this user could go here, life would be better. But how do we make that happen? Like, we can never go there, there's a dum dum queen there. Ooh, can I hop this pony here with the idea to go there? Feels troll, right? Yeah, feels too troll. This user is way out of place and he can't go there because we have our dum dum pawn there, kind of being chilling. I was about to go queen here. Technically we can, but that pawn never dies. So the problem in my position is we have no plan. Wait, can I go queen here on a good day? No, there's a pony here covering it, right? So we can't somehow teleport the fatty there looking for some trading action. So I don't want to, but let's reroute this pony to a bit of a better square. But there is no better square. I don't know. Just bring out the fatty. Yeah, I'm struggling to find moves.
But then he's just gonna pull the bishop back, and then I'm gonna play b5 and queen to d3. That's what Tushi played. Tushi played queen to d3. So the queen isn't really doing much. My queen is on c7, bishop is on c5. Yeah, let's go b6. Let's go b6, hit the b6, hit the bishop. Tushi, you told me that you told me that you were not good at blindfold chess, bro. That's lying. You see, Tushi scammed me again. So b6 hits the bishop. Bishop has to go back to a3. Queen on c7. Okay, so bishop went back to a3. I want to play knight to a5 so that way I can play knight c4, hit the bishop. And I want to be able to get my bishop to b5, hit the queen. Let's quickly do that. Yeah. The thing is, I'm down by a pawn, so I don't want to be down on time. I want to be ahead on time. I want to put pressure on his clock. I'm really hoping that on his POV, he's like, oh no, I don't know what to do. That's what I'm hoping.
Like, what are we even doing? Man, we have no plan, which is always kind of annoying. And our juicer is so out of place, is crazy. Oh man, the arrows are getting out of hand. What to do? What to do? Mr. Juicer, how would you like to be? No plan. No plan is always a bad plan. Oh man, my brain can't figure it out. We can hop the pony somewhere dumb.
So bishop on a3, bishop on f3, queen on d3, knight on c3. Rook on f1, rook on a1. I have a knight on f6, king on g7, rook on e8, queen on c7, pawn on b6, knight on a4, bishop on d7. So knight c4 is the threat. Knight c4 is the threat. He has a superb dark squared bishop. He has a superb dark squared bishop though. So if I'm able to get rid of that dark squared bishop, then that would be something. He's now thinking. He doesn't know what to do, hopefully. Or maybe he sees a tactic. Let's see. Okay, there's a trick here. If he moves his knight on c3, I have bishop to b5. Hits the queen, and his rook is still on f1. Okay. Oh, he puts the bishop back on. He puts the bishop back on b4. I think he doesn't. I think he's not sure what he's doing. Because why would you play bishop back to b4? Okay, he's attacking my knight. Silly me, he's attacking my knight. Okay. But my plan was to play knight c4, right? Knight c4 hits the pawn, pawn b3 hits the knight, and then pawn a5 hits the bishop, pawn takes knight. And before I take his bishop, I take on c4, hit the queen. Queen has to move, then takes. I should not be playing. Why are my games with Tushi always like this? So he puts the bishop back on b4. Now, in theory, I could pull my knight back to c6, attack the bishop. but he doesn't want to draw. And even though I'm I'm down by a pawn, I don't want to draw either. So let's go. Let's just risk it with knight c4. Knight c4. Let's risk it with knight c4. b2 is under attack. If b3, I hit him with a5.
Pony c4. He's in for the shenanigans. We got to push it. We got to push it. But if I push the pawn, the pony can technically sit here. And what is going on? I don't know. We don't know. Nobody knows what is going on.
The evaluation bars. Okay, he found b3. Alright, b3 hits the knight. God, I'm gonna really play a3 here. Okay, worst case scenario, I have knight d6. Knight d6, queen is on d3. Bishop is here. So I can always just play knight f5. But what if I complicate the position and play a5? Hits the bishop. a5 hits the bishop. Where will he put the bishop? He has a knight on c3 still. Bishop to c5. Not possible. d6 not possible. a3 not possible. So he has to take my knight. I'm going to take and attack it. Let's just play a5. It's hopefully you guys are enjoying the content, you know?
A5 was not on my bingo card. So we poke him, he pokes back. Is that concerning? Yes, it is. What's going on? Pony is here, right? I almost got confused. Oh, we can't go there. The pony covers it. That's the master plan behind a5. And if I take, he takes and he kind of counter pokes us. Ah, he's cooking. Who let the kitty cook? I can take, and sacrifice the pony for no reason at all. That's not a good reason. That is very problematic, but we got to comment on it, right? We take, bro takes, and we can technically hop. My brain can't figure it out, but oops.
Where does he put the bishop? Knight is on c3. If he pulls back, I take. If he goes here, my pawn takes. If he goes here, my queen takes. If he goes here, my rook takes. And if he goes here, my rook takes. Alright. He has to take my knight. If he takes my knight, I take his bishop, attacking his knight. And once he moves his knight, I take on c4. And my fellow viewers, did we regain back the pawn? Because my queen is on c7, my pawn. Oh, my rook is on a8. The bishop is on f3. If I hit the queen, my rook is going to be hanging. So I have to play rook c8. So he took, let's take. His knight is under attack. His knight is under attack.
So he takes it, and then there's a pawn here ready to die. There's a pony here crying for his life. He can hop, but he'll probably take this pawn, right? Go, pony, go!
What is he going to play? He's going to move the knight, right? Wait, what? Oh, Tushar, knight b5 was played. Mr. Tushar. Oh, my queen is on c7. My bishop is on d7. My pawn is on b6. I thought he blundered. I mean, queen takes doesn't work though, because there's takes, and I'm losing the rook. Am I losing?
Oh, I just realized. I didn't even see it. He can't take the queen. Because after I take the juicer from downtown snipes out the rookie. Oh, the big brain tactics. Maybe you could have done that before. Remember where we were thinking of sacrificing the pony? We could have done it. Taken this way. Attack the rookie, attack the juicer. Maybe. Well, should have, could have, would have. No point crying over spilled milk.
Pawn on b6. Pawn on b6. Knight on b5. Queen under attack. Bishop on d7. Backside. And if queen c6. Okay, queen c6 attacks the knight. Because he plays b. No, it doesn't even attack the knight. Because his pawn is on c4. If takes, takes the knight. Queen takes. Queen takes c4. Queen takes c4 doesn't work. Okay, do I have rook a5? Rook a5. Rook a5 blunders the rook. Backside. I'm losing. The time is running out. Wait, what do I play? Knight. Can the knight go to d6? Maybe I should just play queen b8. Queen c6. Takes. Let's go queen c6. Let's just go queen c6. Now I have now I have two pieces attacking the knight, but he has a pawn on c4. So if he takes on d5, I take his knight on b5. That's the plan. It's very tricky now. It's very, very tricky now. I think I'm losing though, but it's tricky. The bishop on f3 though, I'm not gonna lie, that's a very good bishop. I have a pawn on e6 and d5. He has a pawn on c4. Oh God, what's happening? Queen c6. Honestly, okay, let's revisit the position.
We have a sweet pin here, so he can never take here. So it's kind of we are maintaining the business we want to maintain. But the pony is in a bit of a pickle, right? A bit of a pickle. We don't have the pickle industry to us. What to do, man? Nowhere for Mr. Pony to go. No way. Can we go C trying to hop the pony back?
Knight on f6, guarding d5. Pawn on e6, guarding d5. What's this? What's this? What does this mean? Did Mr. Tushar just play pawn to c3 and blunder his knight? Seriously? No. He has a pawn on c4. He has a pawn on c4, I forgot. If I take on c4, hit the queen, I lose my queen. Wait. Bishop is on d7, queen is on c6, pawn is not able to move. I need to get my rook. He has a knight here. I'm thinking rook to a4 actually. Rook a4 attacks the pawn on c4. Now if he takes... Okay, let's do it quickly. My time is running out. Okay, rook a4. Rook a4 hits the c4 pawn. So if he takes... Please take on d5 so that way I can win the bishop. Don't be playing hope chess, but when you're in the situation that I'm in...
Rook is here, not here. We kind of tripping. So he's saying after takes he's gonna take back. Is that the sorcery he's up to? I guess that is the sorcery the kitty is up to. But all we care is about putting this pawn here to save it. Also, my rook, c file is open to poke the fatty in some angles. Anyways, we see the pawn, we take the pawn, we stay happy, and the kid is not the happiest kid in the town. Kind of nice.
What did he just take? Oh, my pawn! He took my pawn on b4. I forgot that I had a pawn on b4. Luckily, I played rook a5. So I should be able to play rook takes b4. Okay. Okay, let's take here. Let's take here. The pawn is on a2. I'm safe. So my rook is just chilling on b4. Hit the knight. He's still not able to take because he loses the knight. I'm threatening to take on c4. He has a queen on d3, knight on b5, bishop on f3, rook on f1, rook on a1. And this is why you guys need to study your coordinates. By the way, if you don't know your coordinates, you cannot do this. I have a queen on c6, bishop on d7, rook on b4, knight on f6, rook on e8. That's the position. That's the position. Yeah, I need to look on the board. I need to look on the board.
We are a bit out of juice. Also, the juicer saves the rookie, so there's no pin win action on this side. So push and save it, but the pawn dies. and we kind of gets just a tiny bit sad. Yeah, just a tiny bit sad. Tiniest bit. I really don't want the pawn to die. Do we have something dumb like queen here to poke it? No, the pawn still dies and we don't got it. Let's go rook here and save the pawn. But he's even saving it. He just takes it. And we ain't cooking right. Yeah, we ain't cooking. This pony is just doomed, man.
Okay, my time is running out. This is gonna be crazy now, cause my time is running out. All right, let's see. I only have I only have 1.5 minutes on the clock. All right, let's see. We have to play fast. Burn time, Tushi, burn time. Burn time, Tushi, burn time. Okay, pawn a4. Pawn a4 guards the knight. Let's play rook takes pawn. Good. That's a free pawn. That's a free pawn. His knight is guarded though. My rook is on c4 chilling. Pawn to h3. That sounds like a move. Okay. Rook to a8. Good. Now I'm attacking this twice. Come on, Tushi. Come on.
The other rookie here goes there trying to win the pawn. I knew we were getting too chickened out. Can the pony hop? No. The pawn is dying. The pawn is dying. Are we crying? Potentially.
Come on. Come on. The knight is on b5. I'm gonna take on a4. Mr. Tushar. Queen on d3, bishop on f3, rook on f1, rook on a1. Knight b5, queen c6, bishop d7. My king is kind of by himself over there, but... Okay, how does he guard b4? Queen to b3. Okay, queen to b3. Queen to b3. Queen to b3. Queen to b3. Knight e4 takes... Let's just go knight e4. It's kind of tricky now. I'm not sure. Bishop takes, pawn takes. I'm threatening a fork. I'm sure I'm threatening a fork. So takes. This diagonal is now open. I have to be careful. With that being said, oh, my pawn is on e6. Queen is on c6. Take the knight, pawn take. Rook is on c4. So, okay, wait, what? Queen d5? Add, where are my pieces now? Um, so I have a queen on c6. Queen on c6. Bishop on d7. Rook on a8. Rook on c4. He has a queen on b3. What? What?
We don't got the technology. We never got the technology, man. I mean, pony head just looks good, but it does absolutely nothing. Yeah, it's one of those fake looking moves. We can go there, maybe get a check somewhere. I mean, we do win the pawn, right? My brain can't figure it out. Are we smart? Probably on the dumb side.
Knight d6? Why is that not a free pawn? A free knight? That's a free knight. Oh, but then he takes my rook. How is Tushi spotting tactics in a blindfold game? He pulls the queen back. Let's go rook c2. Hit the queen. His knight is hanging. His knight is hanging. Okay, queen here. Now the knight is guarded. Um, rook. Um, rook to d8. Hit the knight. 16 seconds. I'm gonna lose.
Okay, he goes rook d8 trying to attack Mr. something. We gotta take the pawn, right? We gotta take the pawn.
Tushi's playing a bit too. We're gonna do the procedure. Tushi's playing a bit too well here. We're gonna do the procedure. Because h6, I don't even know why I played h6.
h6, that is a bit troll. Not gonna lie, way too troll for my brain to figure it out. Way too troll. Mr. Bonnie, what is going on? We need them tactics, but we don't got it.
Where's the queen? Where did he put the queen? Here? Knight back, rook c4, hit the queen. Queen b2, hit the queen again? I don't know. Queen b1, h5. I want to play this and hit the knight. Okay, we just have to pre-move now. I don't know what's happening anymore. Let's just pre-move. Okay, pre-move, hit the knight.
H4 poking us like a champion. Stop poking us.
Where's my bishop? Queen is queen back, I guess. Can I threaten like a sneaky checkmate somewhere? Yup. Oh, I lost. Good game, Tushi. Ah.
Let us go.
Ah.